After all the partying of the new year, you're going to want some chill time, yeah? Well, MSF has got this covered for you this week with some quite easy events. If you're going to want to know what to do to be successful in these events, then why not join me as I break these events down and we go over what we need to do. What's going on, everyone? I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make content for Marvel Strike Force, so if you like what you're watching, why not subscribe, smack that like button, and maybe even leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so this week we've only got 2 events incoming. We have the Icy Extravaganza and Polar Power, which is a web milestone, Polar Power. And Icy Extravaganza is the main event. Both of these events start on the 2nd of January 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. And they last for 6 days, so they're going to finish on the 8th of January at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. And these are both solo events. Before I go into the main event, I want to go over Arctic Assault. These figures have changed from last week when I did the math, and I just want to go over this so that I sort of always like as an addendum. We've got a few days left of this event now. Probably what we're looking at now, we're looking at 5 more days left of this event roughly. So I just want to go over this and let you guys know what you're going to get now as opposed to what I thought we were going to get in my video that I put out originally. So here's our lovely table, 20 milestone, it's 20 different milestones, 900,000 points to the alliance, lots of spectacular snowflakes and that down the bottom. We knew those 24,000 snowflakes and the 16,000 T2L5 iron orbs we weren't going to get, and that mega gold orb we weren't going to get. That was for the spenders. However, I did have us pipped at getting down to milestone 18 in the last video and those extra 18,000 spectacular snowflakes. However, this is unfortunately not the case, and I'm going to go over it now for you. The way we're scoring, I hope you're still spending your Isotope 8 campaign energy. I hope you're still earning those alloyed or claiming those alloyed orb fragments from the web store as your daily free claim, and I hope you're still donating your 50 cores to your alliance to get your alliance credits. This is where the big changes come. So in my initial math, I based it off of what we have been getting this month, because this month they changed the way they did alliance events. I don't know if you've noticed this by watching my videos, but we've had the allied supply 2 orb fragments, which we've been getting from the free claim daily. Then we've been getting the alliance credits, earning the alliance credits from donating to our alliance. And then finally we've had one of the other things. Now, Arctic Assault was originally a coordinated assault if you've been playing this game for a little while like I have. If not, it's basically the Isotope 8 spending event as an alliance. We've then now got a Crucible and a War version of these events, where we get points for doing Crucible battles and points for doing War battles, but this is the Isotope 8 event. And this is the big change. So we were getting 2,000 allied supply orb fragments, which I put in my previous math. And now they've dropped it to 700 for some obscure reason. Now, I know we've got more days on this. We've got 6 rather than the 3 that we had for the Crucible event. But we had 6 days for the last war event, with 3 wars. So I don't really see the difference and why this has changed. So now our total that we can get, subtotal from the allied supply orbs we can actually get as an alliance, if you've got all 24 members collecting those 700 points per day, 700 orb fragments per day, is 100,800. That's a big drop. We've basically lost per alliance member 1,300 points times 6. And it equates to a fair amount of points. We'll see that in a minute where the changes come. Everything else is still the same. So as long as you're donating your 50 cores to your alliance, you're going to get 204,480. As long as you're doing your 4 50 core refreshes or equivalent in your Isotope 8 energy, your alliance will earn 162,720 points from spending that Isotope 8 energy. Now, our previous reasonable free-to-play total that was in the last video was 655,200, which on the table got us down to milestone 18, that's 600,000 points, as I was explaining earlier, and those 18,000 spectacular snowflakes. With the change to the Allied Supply 2 orb fragments, our new reasonable free-to-play total is 468,000. That's nearly 200,000 points that we've been capped by not having those extra fragments in the free claim. And I don't know about you, but I'm a bit annoyed at this, in all honesty, and I have made my thoughts and feelings clear to community manager Archangel. Sent him a DM on Discord. I know they're on holiday at the moment. I know it won't affect anything in this event, but hopefully hopefully it's some feedback that they can work on for the next event. I really don't like the fact that this really doesn't incentivize an alliance to get on board and push hard to get the items at the bottom. And I'm not one of these people that want everything for nothing. You know, I'm currently doing 8 blitz rotations a day for the event that we're doing at the moment. I do my full 50 core refreshes on Isotope 8 energy on these events. I do all my war attacks plus buy extras on the war event, and I make sure I do my best in the Crucible Alliance event. So I'm not someone, I'm what you would call an engaged free-to-play player. And this kind of saddens me that we are literally just getting 2 milestones beyond the first bunch of month-long event currency and not really getting anything big from this at all. You know, below these, the items that we're missing now are 40,000 Armory 17 orb fragments, so that's 20 Armory 17 orbs. We're also missing 15 Armory 18 orbs, along with level 4 blue ions and 500,000 blue 5 ions. Now, did they really need to do this to alliances? Alliance events should be about being engaged and getting together as an alliance and making this work together, not about how much your alliance mates can spend to get you further in the milestones. Like I said, I think this is really, really poor. And I'm a bit upset about it. But that's enough of the negativity. We're going to put that behind us now. This is where we're going to get to. It just does. It allows you as an alliance now to chill. If your alliance, in all honesty, if your alliance now only gets to the 315,000 points, I wouldn't consider that a loss, really, because yes, you're going to miss out on a few items there. You know, what's that? 5 Armory 18 orbs and 20 Armory 16 orbs. But really and truthfully, they've really capped you from getting some of the good stuff further down, and that's a real shame. Like I said, I have put that forwards to Community Manager Archangel. I will update you all as to how that's gone in further videos, hopefully. So let's move on to the Polar Power web milestone. Now, this is this week's event. This is a daily web milestone. And in it, we are earning alliance credits. We only have to earn 100. This is a really, 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 really simple event. Literally, donate 10,000 gold to your alliance. You'll get that back because that's how the alliance donations work. We'll get 25,000 gold back. And for that, you will get 4,000 of the Icy Extravaganza milestone points and 3,000 cold hard cash to spend in that winter store each day. It's a really, really, really simple event. Overall, we're going to get 24,000 milestone points towards the Icy Extravaganza event. Keep that number in mind because we're going to need that for the next slide. And we're going to get 18,000 cold hard cash total over the 6 days that this event is running. And now into the main event, Icy Extravaganza. So for this event, we are going to be spending campaign energy. We are also going to be playing raid battles. That's play raid battles. So please, please, please do not retreat from your raid battles. Either win or lose them. Do not retreat because that will not count. There is a limit on this of 42,000 points. And we're going to get 700 points for each raid battle we play. We're going to get points for playing one raid battle with Extreme X-Men. 3,600 points is the capped limit on this. And play one raid battle with Extreme X-Men at Gear Tier 16 plus. 48,000 or 4,800 points is the cap on that one. Then we've got a bit more specific. So play one raid battle with Nightcrawler at Gear Tier 17 or Gear Tier 18. And you'll get 3,000 and consequently 8,000 points for playing with him at Gear Tier 18. And if you've unlocked Forge by coring or spending, you'll get 6,000 points if you took him up to Gear Tier 17 or 16,000 points if you've took him to Gear Tier 18. And that's just playing one raid battle with those guys. So that's not too hard. For the purposes of this, though, and the math that I've done, I have included the campaign energy, the raid battles with Extreme X-Men, and the raid battle with Extreme X-Men at Gear Tier 16. So the campaign energy side of this, we've gone over this table a few times now. We get 288 energy over time. We get 240 energy from the 3 refreshes that we get of 80 energy per time, and that happens 3 times a day. And then if we do the 50 core refreshes or the equivalents of 50 cores, because you do get that energy power pack every 2 days, that will give you a further 480 energy. With the 100 from the web milestone for spending 50 cores, that gives us a grand total of 1,108 energy per day. Over the 6 days, gives us 6,648 energy, which breaks it down to 26,592 points that we earn just from the campaign energy at the 1:4 ratio. Then the raid battles. So to hit the limit, you need to do 60 raid battles, which over 6 days is 10 raid battles a day. That is really simple. Then we got the play one raid battle with Extreme X-Men and the play one raid battle with Extreme X-Men at Gear Tier 16 plus. Now I'm going to assume that you have all got Gambit at least Gear Tier 16, if not Gear Tier 17, because of Apocalypse. So if you do 4 raid battles over the course of the week with Gambit in, you will get the points, hopefully. Now, hopefully they don't throw a spanner in the works here and say that it's with Nightcrawler and so on and so forth. Hopefully they keep that as just one raid battle with Extreme X-Men at Gear Tier 16, because that means you can use Gambit 4 times and be done with that part of the event. So our reasonable free-to-play total for raid battles is 50,400 points. The unknown factors that we've got in this event are the daily free claim, somewhere between 500 and 1,000. I will update this on the Gambot Discord server and on the Jetson Squad Discord server. Links to those will be in the description down below. So please check those out for the updates when the event goes live on the 2nd of January. And the other thing that we don't know what we're going to get is the Free Claim Friday, whether we're going to get any points towards this Icy Extravaganza event there. If we are, brilliant. If we don't, so be it. But this event will go over the Friday, so hopefully there'll be some extra points added in on the Free Claim Friday. So where does that put us to? Here's our table of goodness of what we can get, and we're getting Cyclops shards in this. There's a load of spectacular snowflakes. The event item we're aiming for is the ruby goggles at 100,000 points or milestone 14, and we are going to get before the unknown factors, so before the daily free play and everything, if you follow my advice, you are going to get yourself 100,992 points, which puts you bang on that milestone 14. So we've got quite an easy event, really, to finish off December's month long. What do you think about the changes so far to the Alliance events free to play and how far we can get? Why not let me know your comments down below? Love to hear from you on this, love to discuss it with you. And again, please do check out the Gambot Discord server and the Jetson Squad Discord server, where my math gets updated. I also have the written format of these on Gambot and on Discord. So if you prefer reading rather than listening to my waffle of voice, then over there you will be able to find that. If you feel this video has helped you, why not drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Hope you all have a happy new year, and don't forget, stay positive.